chasing your heart, but I came through at the bar. Through the trials and the tribulation, you will make it to the situation. Oh yeah, like a woman in so many times we've been used as abused. It's like the wrong road we have to choose. Oh, try hard to keep it clean as we could. So all you can be sure. And when we open our arms to show you a child, you are guided away from harm. Oh yeah, black woman and child, you got to fight, yeah. Your faith on the honor, roll to the righteous, the one. From Genesis to Revelation, we are the born of creation. Everything can, without you nothing could have been made. So sisters, who the head I forget about the time. The joy. Yes, that's all every breath I'm on queen. I want to sing along with me. Hi, good morning, everybody. So, what I'm going to do today, as the messed up storyline with that other person, right, we're going to show a real person who actually been through a whole lot and just got a new arrival. Her name is Renee. They call her Miss Fabulous. I'm going to show her actually telling her story, because you have to see a real person telling their story. There is going to be a trigger warning, but bear in mind that there is a joyful part at the end, because we know that she's had her little one. So therefore, when we're watching this is before she started to do her pregnancy journey. She started taking herbs. She started looking after herself. She went to Jamaica. I don't know how long she was there for, and she was taking herbs. And she'd been through a lot when it came to pregnancy. Okay, fair enough. She does go, like, YouTubers go through beefs and blah, 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 all that stuff. But beyond that, Renee has actually proven that you can have a child after, I'll say, losses and stuff like that. And there's quite a few stories. I know she's not the only story. I mean, even when I did the thing on My Jazzy Life, there was a few subs speaking their stories, and I believe that there is more. There's others as well. So this is my way to show that how, with support and strength, you can get through it. Now I'm gonna play Renee's Miss Fabulous's story, because and I'm also gonna show her with her little one too later on, because she calls her little miracle. She calls her little miracle. That's what she calls her daughter. So this was like a month ago. Hold on, let me see if I can get to play because I know it's gonna. I'm not in the right place. It goes all funky. Okay, so bear in mind this is a triggering one. So if you are triggered, I don't know, don't watch it, I suppose, or just brace yourself. Um, I know many been through this, so I'm very mindful of this. So I'm going to play her and let you hear. I was actually going to try and get the other lady who deals with the baby losses community, but if I can't, I'll just do this. Um, Hold on, let me change the screen a little bit. Okay, so Renee's gonna tell her story on before she had her daughter. So this is before. This is like a month before she had her daughter that she has now. And also, I think Shaida from 90 Day Fiance went through the same thing as well. So I might bring her as well. So you can see the difference of how the stories are told. I'm not going to show why Jazzy Life is one because we already been through that already. And this is real. This is not a storyline. This is actually what happened to Miss Fabulous.
I really had the pregnancy nose, the pregnancy phase. I'm really going for it, guys. One thing about my channel is very transparent. I'm very honest. I try to be a bit private sometimes and reserved because instead of judging by the title, there's a lot of things that people don't speak about in pregnancy. Um, my first trimester, all I did was sleep, literally sleep all my days of my life. I slept. My second trimester, I was I was still going through the sleeping stages. I was still feeling a bit tired and I was a bit nauseous, but I was able to like do things as well. Like I was able to get up and do my hair, my makeup. I'll basically make myself feel good, like do daily things that I would do if I was not pregnant. But when it got to my third trimester, I start feeling like I'm starting to lose myself. But I feel like my whole pregnancy, I just started feeling a bit down. Um, Mainly in my second trimester and my third trimester, I can definitely say to you guys that has been the hardest trimester ever. It's had a toll on my mental health. I did write a few things down that I would like to touch base on certain things. I like to write notes down because I feel like it really helps me. Obviously, like I am going through a lot in my personal life, so this is like a life update, sit down, let's talk about certain things in pregnancy kind of video. So it's like a little chit chat video at this point. Do you know what I mean? So I've been facing a lot of depression in pregnancy. Like I would say I've had breakdowns probably like 2 to 3 times a day. It's been very hard. It's been very difficult for me. Um, One of the things I want to speak about.
Hi, I'm Mentari.
Feeling sad. Like I don't know where the sadness comes from. Like the urge of sadness comes from. I just be feeling so sad sometimes. Like I don't know what to do with myself. Like I don't know what to do most of the time, and just having that thought that you're going to be a mother and you just want it to be right and you want to get it right the first time and you don't want to fail your child or your newborn. Do you know what I mean? So like I feel very sad. And now I kind of understand what most of my families and my friends were going through in pregnancy, where they will just randomly say that they've been feeling emotional, they've been feeling sad, like they're not themselves. Like me looking back now and actually going through it myself, I understand where they was coming from. Because guys, I wake up some morning and I just feel so sad in my life. Like I honestly just don't feel happy. And I don't know why, but I just feel so down. Like it's like where did this sadness come from? Do you know what I mean? And my biggest fear is I never want to be the mum to my child that my mother is to me. Like that runs so deep in me, like it runs deep in my blood, because I never want to be an example of what my mother is to me, to my child. I would never forgive myself, and I feel like on my mind, it's always there. It's always on the back of my head, like, you have to be the best mum, Ren. You can never be example or a reflection of what your mother is to you. And I never ever in life want my child to.
You hear what she says? She doesn't want to be like how her mum used to be when she was coming up. She wants to change. She wants to change and make things much better. She don't want to be the reflection of how her mum treated her and all that. See, so when she says stuff like that to me, that's real. You know what I mean? Because like you want to change up. You don't want to be the repeat of your mum. So most women who have children, who have children, are going to have children, try to change what was done to them as children coming up. And what she's saying is really real, especially when you're in a West Indian home. It could be very hard in a West Indian home. I mean, like people talk about being in them when you're in a West Indian home, it's so different because the mother's discipline is different. Everything's different. In certain ways, they are not. It's not for the weak-hearted. Put it this way: it's not for the weak-hearted. And many people get like as they call the narcissistic mothers or whatever, and you want to change that. Like, you know what I mean? If you was brought up separate from your siblings, you want to keep your children together. You want to deal with them in loving way, because some West Indian parents are not brought up in a hugging and a loving environment. So they tend to reflect it onto their children. And sometimes as adults, right, it's like you got to go and you got to break that. Like if you wasn't brought up with a mum saying, I love you, where they hug you a lot, you ideally have to find ways or put yourself in places, in organizations and stuff where you can learn to give the love to your children. Like some women as well was brought up not with toys, not playing. The mums never played with them, or brought up where they were taught, like, you know, where the mum would sit down and teach them. They weren't brought up with options. You had no options. It's either this my way or no way. You was also told not to come home with pregnant belly. You get kicked out the house. These are West Indian things that happens in West Indian houses, and I'm sure there's loads of other stories. I'm sure of it. Even I'm sure, because like maybe not, maybe most other stories told that is not from West Indian, Caribbean backgrounds, whatever. When you're getting beaten, they will chastise you with a hard hand, with force. They don't. It's not literally. It's not for the faint-hearted. You know what I mean? So yeah. So yeah. So when she says that, I can relate to that as well. Like you do not want your child to be. You do not want to bring up your children the same way, and it's real. What she's saying, you know.
Feel like that. I never want my child to feel that kind of burden. I never want my child to feel like, you know, she's unappreciated or I don't love her and stuff like that, because I know what it's done to me. I know how it's damaged me and tore me up. I know how it's made me being so full of pain, as in like I feel pain all the time. Like I just push it under the rug most of the time to just not think about that kind of, you know, situation there. So this pregnancy has been really tough when it comes to me just feeling sadness. Do you know what I mean? Like this urge of sadness that you feel is like you can't explain it. Like you just can't put words into, like you can't put words together to explain why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Another topic that I want to touch base on is like being sick. Like I had morning sickness so bad in my first trimester. And I felt like, and in my second trimester as well, I had morning sickness.
If you've been wearing glasses more than 5 years, stop scrolling. We're
being sick all the time was consistently making me feel so emotional, like having to always throw up, having to always go to the toilet, having to always feel like you have no control of your body. Like I kept feeling sick so many times, like over and over again. Like the morning sickness be the worst. It has like a toll on your body because it's like you feel like you're not in control of who you are. It made me feel sick all the time, and it was so hard. Like because all you want to do is sleep when you're in that moment of feeling sick. Always wanting to like sleep in bed when you're pregnant. For me, I always feel like sometimes like the people around you don't understand that you're pregnant and the effect that it has on your body. I feel like most of my family members, they're very, very judgmental. Like throughout my pregnancy, I've slept so much. All I do is eat, sleep, and literally repeat itself because I deal with a lot. And because I'm high risk pregnancy as well, like just dealing with the simple fact that I'm feeling pain in my pelvis, I'm feeling pain in my ligaments, my joint areas are hurting me, my lower back is hurting me. And like I used to suffer from back pains before I got pregnant. So it's like I'm dealing with extra back pains, you know what I mean? So sometimes where like I find myself always sleeping. I will sleep throughout my life. I will sleep my life away if you don't wake me up. And I feel like sometimes like the people around you don't understand that. Like, and when you say I'm pregnant while I'm sleeping, sometimes people are like, okay, what's pregnancy? Like everyone's been like, I've been pregnant before, a lot of people's been pregnant before, we didn't have this effect. But it's like everybody's different. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody goes through different symptoms, everybody goes through different pregnancy symptoms anyway. So it's like just because I'm always tired doesn't mean that in your pregnancy you're always going to be tired. So who are you to judge the situation? So pregnancy for me has been really tough when it comes to sleeping because all I do, guys, is bloody sleep. Like I don't know what it was about me, but I didn't want to shower. When it got to like the second trimester for me, in the beginning of the second trimester, it was so hard for me to like have showers. It was so hard for me to like have a bath, like, or simply just shower and clean myself. I was literally so lazy. Like, I would go like a day or two without having a shower. And I used to just go to the bathroom and just wipe out my private parts. I just didn't want to go in the
Now that sounds like depression right there. See right there now, she's bridging into depression, where she's kind of lost that love, that last luster to get up, to do something, to that's part of a sign of depression. That's what I was taught in one of my things. The hygiene goes, and when the hygiene goes, it's also show a level of mental health in people as well. So when you hear her say that, all right, that's a big thing. And then somebody's not telling her, come on, get dressed, let's go out. Come on, get dressed, let's go out and eat. Come on, let's do this. Let's do that. Right? She was meant to get up. And if people's been in a depression situation, you know how deep it is, right? Where like you are just there. You're just in your space. You have no move, no left, no right, no up and down. So when she says that, is like I'm saying, that shows a sign of mental health. That is like she at that point really needs support. One of the greatest things of having a friend on the outside and not just family on the inside that's pushing you, because the friend has to come to your house and they will get you going. They get you up. They get you up. Say, come on, get up. Come on, let's go here. Let's go shopping. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Because when it's people in your own house, right, they might not see it as nothing. They you just being lazy, but it's not a matter of you being lazy. That's a sign of depression. And yeah, that's why I'm glad she put in depression as part of this conversation, because I feel that's big for a lot of people. Some people might not want to. It's doing a thing. Some people might not want to talk about it, express it, but the thing about this next generation is that they are able to express and they are able to verbalize how they're feeling. And I feel this is a big thing for the generation coming up. The fact that she's verbalizing it says a lot about her. And it's the way she's verbalizing it. She's not just verbalizing it for likes, let's say, viewer. Like, she's literally giving you her life. Okay, this is what's happened with me. Right, I wasn't doing good. She's saying I wasn't doing good. I wasn't doing good at all. You know, not on top of that, I was pregnant on top of it. And people don't understand what's going on with me, right? And I love how she put in, fair enough, everybody goes through different pregnancies, but at the same time, like, I'm feeling like this, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But it is good to have a friend from the outside of the house. Good friends, not friends who do things because they have to or to make themselves feel good. A friend that will knock on your door and say, hold up, wait a minute, you need to get up. You need to do this. You need to put yourself together. You need to get yourself together, because your family might not identify it at the time. They might not see it. They might not identify it. They might not see it. I say, oh my God, it's just her being hurt. In fact, it's not just her being hurt. She's going through something. So yeah, that's deep. I'm not going downstairs.
The shower. I don't know why, guys. I can't tell you why, but I'm just here to tell you that I struggled some days with getting up, doing myself up, doing makeup, doing hair, having a shower. I really struggled with that. I don't know why, and it makes me feel so bad, because it's like, how can something so precious have such an effect on you like this? So for me, not wanting to have a shower, not wanting to do my hair, not wanting to feel good about myself, not wanting to like get myself together, not wanting to be out. I didn't want to socialize with people. I didn't want to like be around people. Like, it's tough. Like, it's really tough. Like,
Yeah, the sign. She didn't want to socialize with nobody. She didn't want to socialize with nobody. And we all struggle with that. Even now, I struggle with that a little bit myself. I struggle with that myself. I am a social butterfly outside, and on the inside, I sit by myself. I sit by myself. I get invited to places I don't want to go. Right? That is so real. See, and it's not that she's not wrong in how she's feeling at the same time. She's not wrong in how she's feeling. It's just that you just need that push. You need that extra push. You need someone to phone you. Like I says, I used to have a good brethren, right? They used to come round, and when I wasn't feeling up to myself, he used to say, come on, get dressed, let's go to the park. Because the smallest thing is going to the park, going to the cafe, just walking in general, it helps a person. It does help a person. You're meeting people. Like you could take long to get ready to go to a place, right? And then when you get there, you might enjoy yourself. And then when you come back, and then the next day you have to try and get yourself up, sort yourself out, go out to the world. Now, her having this little girl, her little daughter might push her because what? Because you know what that means now. She's like, you know, like she got to go to school with her. She got to go nursery. She got to go play groups. Right? She'll probably even socialize even more now, right, outside of the house because she got a little one that she got to take care of. And this was at this point where she was at the time. Right now, and I'm sure she's looking back at this now and say, wow, I've really come really far. Because when she came back from Jamaica, her auntie started taking her out all different places. They were going all different places, Westfield, they was going different shopping areas, you know, and you know, and I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure when she looks back on this now, she'll say, wow, I've come a long way. I've come a long way. I'm not the same Renee or Miss Fabulous from that time, like a month ago, right? I've actually changed how I am a little bit because she seems like she's doing her. That's what it looks like to me. When you see her on the TikTok, it's like she's just doing her, and there's nothing wrong with that. You are allowed to be by yourself and do you. You don't have to necessarily be around people. And now you got the little one now that you can give the love to, right? Because it's all on you and you now. And if the other side is around, even better. If he's around to support you, even better, right? Because, yeah. And you can just hear in her the sincerity in her. See, it's not done in a laughy, jokey way. See the difference when somebody's telling a story of a miscarriage is done differently. You can feel it. You can feel her. You can feel how she's telling it. She's slowly telling it, but she's gonna get to that part, right? So let's listen.
And these are a lot of things that I feel like people are not very vocal about, like the mental effect that pregnancy can have on you and your well-being. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a lot to deal with. Constantly feeling ugly and not loving yourself and feeling like you're just not that girl anymore because you can see yourself letting go. Like there's times where like when I didn't want to have a shower, I didn't want to fix up myself, I will go like a day or two without having a shower. Like I would just look like a bum in the house. Like everything would just be out of place for me. And I just felt so ugly and not wanted. I felt so like not myself, even though like my baby dad will show me so much love and support and he will consistently try to lift up my spirit and talk to me. No matter what he does, I will still feel the way I feel because I'm going through it within my body and with the changes. So like there's been a lot of changes regarding my body, and I'm not used to certain parts of my body being a darker shade. I'm not used to like having to deal with like discoloration. Like I'm not used to waking up and my nose is like half of my face. My face is chubby. The way I speak, my lips are even bigger. Like a lot of things, my body took such a toll and it changes so drastically. So for me, it was hard for me to deal with because it's like, wow, like I'm not used to looking like this, or I'm not used to feeling like this, or do you know what I mean? Like, or like my body's stretching, I can feel the stretching, I can feel the changes happening. And now I have to learn to like accept that and love that about myself for these 9 months. So it's like when I say pregnancy is a lot, guys, pregnancy is really a lot and the support is needed. I salute and I worship and I praise everyone that has gone through pregnancy alone without a single support. It is extremely hard. It is so hard and so like it's really, I don't even know what to say, guys. It's so hard to deal with. So if you've gone through pregnancy alone, I honestly want to say like kudos to you, well done. You did a brilliant job because it's not an easy job at all. These breakouts and like random spots, I suffered and I'm still suffering with these breakouts on my face. I had to shave my face today. Like I had to oil my face, grease my face. In pregnancy, you tend to have very bad dry skin. my dry skin was so horrible. It was so bad, guys. Like, it was really horrible. It was so horrible. And like some days I just couldn't be bothered to cream my skin. I couldn't be able to like do certain things like maintenance on myself. So like my skin started to shed, like I had flakes, like it was just horrible.
5 minutes ago, she'd never play piano.
Have these random spots come out of nowhere. I was suffering from like really bad acne. Like, it was so horrible. And like, that's another thing, like when you have to deal with the changes within yourself, like your hormones is high. Like, I have PCOS, and that's another thing as well. Like, being a PCOS girly and dealing with pregnancy while you have PCOS is so depressing. It is like 10 times more hormones on top of the hormones that it comes with pregnancy. And like dealing with facial hairs, like I'm consistently having to have a wax every week because the facial hair that will grow every 4 weeks or a month is coming every week. So it's like I'm having double the dose of my facial hair. So it was a lot. Like, it was a lot. Like, even talking about it makes me so upset because it's like when you just wish something so precious, you just want to enjoy and have a great time, but you're dealing with so many things on top of it, and the hormones that come with pregnancy, the symptoms that come with pregnancy, it has a toll on your mental health. And I feel like it's had a toll on mine really bad, to the point where I feel like I'm mentally losing myself. Lonely and unwanted in my pregnancy has been such a big thing to me. I've always been a loner, like I've always been to myself, like I've not wanted to be around people. I'm very much of a to myself type of girl because of a lot of things that I've been through in my life, and obviously growing up, like I've been through so much stuff. So it's like wanting to protect my pregnancy to the best I could possibly do was, for me, was isolating myself. And I feel like isolating yourself is a very bad thing to do in pregnancy because you need the support, you need to socialize with people, you need to be around people and stuff like that. And with me, due to my lifestyle and who I am on social media, I find it best to just stay by myself and be on my own because I have trust issues. I'm very much paranoid. I don't trust people because I feel like not everybody has good intentions. So, you know, being lonely in my pregnancy has been very, very difficult for me. I feel like if I was with my baby dad and I was with him the whole time for my pregnancy, I would be very much okay. But because I'm in the UK and I'm doing it on my own, he's overseas. I haven't been really had his company. I've not really had him around me. Like I've not really had that kind of love and affection. I haven't really had someone to tell me when it's okay, it's gonna be okay. Like, I'm even trying to hold back my tears because it's been so hard. It's been really hard. Like, it's been such a hard journey. And I'm just ready for my baby girl to come in this world because it's like I can't do it anymore. Like it's been such a hard journey, like a very, very hard journey. This whole entire pregnancy has been really tough for me. It's been very difficult. Like, I'm even surprised that I've made it this far. But I'm so grateful, and I'm so grateful. Like, I thank God every single day and I praise him, and I know that he's great, and I know that he blessed me with something that, he blessed me with a child that I thought I could never ever have or I couldn't even bring to this world. So I'm so grateful for it. But like, it's been such a hard battle. Like, it's been so hard. Consistently feeling like you're not good enough or you're going to fail your child because you have high expectations of motherhood. That's one thing that also gets to me, because I promise you, I cannot fail at this. I never want to fail at being a mother. I never want to fail when it comes to my daughter, Miracle. I never want to fail at that. And that's one thing I just refuse to fail on. I refuse to fail on being a mom to my precious little baby girl in this world. And having that expectations, like in my head, I have this expectations, like this high expectations, like I have to be the best mom. Like, I cannot fail her at all. I never want her to to go through the things I went through in my life. Do you know what I mean? So consistently having that expectation in my head kind of fucks me up, because I feel like if I fail her, I am not, I go against everything I stand for and everything that I believe in as a mom. So it's like I just can't fail her, because I'm trying to break the generational curse. I'm trying to break the cycle of what I've been through in my childhood. So it's like I had that high expectations of being a mom and expecting to be the best mom that I could possibly be. But I feel like at the same time, it's like I'm beating myself up and I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. So that's another thing that really, really affects me, like having high expectations for motherhood, and, you know, just like feeling like I'm gonna fail. And like, because I haven't been settled in my house, and I haven't had an apartment yet, and I still haven't found a home for me, a miracle, I just feel like I'm already failing her. Not being stable, being in one hotel from the next hotel to the next hotel from the next hotel, when she's almost here, I just feel like I'm failing my daughter, and I'm not doing what I need to do, because certain situations kind of fucked up for me. So it's like having that thought in the back of my head of not being stable, not having a home for me and my daughter, not being able to nest, not being able to like sort out her stuff and take her things out of boxes. Like, I feel shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it really makes me upset. Like, it really breaks me every single day, like consistently having to see her things in boxes and see that, oh, like I haven't even been able to like take her things out, put them in drawers, put them in her little section. It makes me feel so down as a mum. Like, it makes me feel like I'm failing her already and she's not even here. So it's just really sad. I must say, sleeping is so stressful. Like, it's like the more you get big, it's so hard for you to sleep at night. Guys, when I tell you sleeping at nighttime is the worst for me. I can't sleep at night, and I twist and I turn. I'm on my left side, right side, left side, right side. I only sleep on my left side because I find my left side more comfortable to sleep on. But when I sleep on my left side for so long, I have to turn over to my right and give my left a break. And then it's like I have to do the same to the right, to the left. And it's like sometimes when I would like think, okay, two of my sides are killing me, two of my sides are hurting me, I got to lay on my back for a bit. I'll lay on my back, and then my baby will start letting me know that she does not like that. That's not the position you should be in. No matter how many pillows you sleep with, I sleep with a pregnancy pillow and a pillow at nighttime. And guys, when I tell you, it is very uncomfortable still. Like, no, not enough pillow. The amount of pillow you sleep with, the amount of pregnancy pillow, nothing. You're still going to be uncomfortable. And it's like when you get to your third trimester, oh my God, it is so difficult and so hard to literally sleep at night. Like, it's not a joke. Oh, boy, sometimes I just cry. I cry. Sometimes I don't know what to do anymore, and I just cry because I just can't take it anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones like it's just no point to it, to be honest.
This young lady reminds me of one of my daughters so much. She's just so crazy. She sounds like her sometimes, you know. There's certain things, a certain way she expresses herself reminds me of one of my daughters, and it's very sad that she feels this way, you know. Like stories, when you hear women like this, because there's women who cry all the way through their pregnancy, and the same way they cry all the way through their pregnancy is the same way the baby come out crying all the time. There's women who are miserable through their pregnancy, the same way they're miserable, the same way the baby come out miserable. In her case, right, I think it's real. She just wants to be the best mum she can be. Her looking at the boxes and thinking, oh my gosh, I can't nest, I can't do this, I can't do, that part is very sad. I mean, I'm glad now she's settled in a place now, you know what I mean? Because this was before, but now she's in a place now. And it's real, you know what I mean? It's real. How she's feeling, it's real. if people ain't touched by what she's saying at this present moment, I feel there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you, because the way she's expressing it, she's not even, it's not even like, it's like you can feel talking about, like, not saying, I mean, like, I was thinking, yeah, well, why don't you put cushions underneath you? But she said, well, even when the cushion's underneath me, I'm still uncomfortable. I can't be comfortable because there's another person that's in your body as well, and they definitely let you know that they are not comfortable. They let you know for sure, and I feel what she's saying. You know, I feel it, and I don't know what else to say after that. To be honest, she sounds like she's so down. How she's talking here, she sounds so down. Like, I just want to go into scream and give her a hug. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go into the scream, reach into the scream, and give her a virtual hug. I'm doing this a lot. Is that she? Not only does she look like my daughter, she sounds like her sometimes. It's mad. Yeah. So for me, I feel it's different. Listen to her. I feel like I'm that mum listening to my daughter about to give birth to my grandchild, and she's frustrated that she's not settled. She's frustrated that she just have down days. She's frustrated that she can't take out the child's clothes and all that, and her buggies, her the nest to put her in, and I feel her frustration through this screen. I really do, right? I really do. And even though this video's been done a month ago, I feel it for her. Though she's all right now, but I'm just telling you how I feel listening to her on a real level, on an honest level. I literally want to go through the screen, this screen right now. Or I'll just say that if I saw her on the street, I would want to give her a hug, like a hug. Not just a hug, just to say, okay, I'm hugging you, that's it. A hug. You know, say, right, like, you can get through this. I know you're going to get through this. And then you're going to look back on this and you're going to think, wow. And you're going to talk about this, and other women who's going through the same thing you're going through, right? They're going to hear you, and you're going to inspire a lot of women, because that's what she's doing right now. She's inspiring a lot of women just by this video alone, right? So, yeah.
Yes. I consistently have this very bad taste in my mouth. Like, I consistently have this very bad taste in my mouth. It tastes like metallic. Like, and that was one thing in my pregnancy that I don't like having to always chew a gum. I always have to have a chewing gum in my mouth because the taste is so horrible. The taste is so nasty. It just throws me off. And like, another thing that I really don't like in pregnancy is like, I will order food, for example. Like, I order food, I'll be craving chicken and chips, for example, and then the moment I get the chicken and chips and I start eating the chicken and chips, I've lost that kind of like that taste. Like, I don't want it no more. Like, I'm off it and I want something else. Like, food diversions in pregnancy is a real thing. It's a real thing. Don't let no one tell you that you're overreacting. You can be eating something and all of a sudden within the minute of you chewing or eating, you just don't want that food no more. So trust me when I tell you, it's a real thing. Like, don't let no one tell you anything. When I tell you, look, body changes is a real thing as well. my pelvis, my lower abdominal, like my back is serious. And another thing I found out in my pregnancy is that my back has so much spots on it. I don't know why. Like, I never used to get spots on my back at all. Like, my back, I never used to get spots, nothing like that at all. Like, my back, I never used to get spots, nothing. All of a sudden now, it's like my whole back is full of spots. It itches like consistently. I'm always scratching my back. Obviously, I do use like creams. The doctor's giving me E45. The doctor's giving me creams for me to use on my back. But it's like no matter what they give me, my skin will itch me so bad. Like, the back will just continue to itch, and it's like I can't deal with it. I can't. No matter how many showers I take, how many times I lotion my skin when I get out. I've even used shea butter. I've used everything I can possibly think about, guys, and my skin itches the shit out of me. My back is the most area that really grinds my ear. Like, oh, it's the worst. It's absolutely horrible. In pregnancy, not having someone to help you in pregnancy is another thing that is like so difficult. Like, having to do it on your own and not having support is so hard. Like, I'm telling you, when I tell you in pregnancy, not having someone in pregnancy to help you is very difficult. Like, it's so difficult because there's going to be times where you're tired, you want to sleep, you're hungry at the same time, you can't be asked to go get food downstairs, and like you just don't have that support system, that person to help you. You're having to do everything on your own, lift bags by yourself, like just do everything on your own. It becomes so depressing. And when I tell you guys that everything that I've spoken to you guys today about is everything that I'm facing, and when I tell you, like, my mental health has not been the best, it's not been in the right place for me. Like, it's been a lot. Of course, like, I'm dealing with a lot of things regarding my family issues and stuff like that, but I will talk about that in a whole nother video. This video, I just wanted to speak about my pregnancy and being a high risk pregnancy as well. Like, boy, being a high risk pregnancy, it's been very difficult because you lot know I had like an ectopic. I got pregnant with one tube. Like, having like every minute I walk, guys, if I walk for like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, if I'm walking, I am in pain. Like, oh my gosh, guys, my pelvis starts to hurt me so bloody bad. Like, just to walk for 5 minutes, that's it. Walk for 5 minutes, that's it. Like, I'm in pain a lot. In my pregnancy, I've not really had that kind of love and genuine support. Obviously, like, Auntie Pat will do what she can do and stuff like that. But I've not really had like friends in this pregnancy. I've not really had people that would check up on me. Shout out to my two favorite people, my two favorite subscribers, my loyal subscribers, Melissa and Priscilla. They have really been a massive support system for me. They message me every single day. They check on me every day. They ask me how I'm feeling. They just ask me, Renee, are you okay? You know, they do so much. And they're not even like people that have known me for years, but they watch me for so long. And I feel like there's a connection there with me and those girls. And I feel like throughout my whole pregnancy, those girls have been like a big sister to me. Those girls have been like a big sister to me, like consistently checking if I'm good, asking if I'm alright, if I'm hungry, like, you know, because I feel like I haven't had that person that will ask me all those things. And those two girls have really been a major support system in my life and during my pregnancy. And I just want to say a big thank you to them. But it's really hard, guys. I don't think I would want to get pregnant again to another 2 years. I definitely want to take a break. I definitely want to give birth. I cannot wait. I want to give birth and focus on my daughter and try and get myself back together. I feel like in my pregnancy, I've lost myself. I don't feel like I'm Renee. I feel like I've mentally lost myself. My mental health has been so hugely affected. I find times where like I will just break down because I just can't do it. Like, everything is a bit too much and I'm feeling so shit because it's like I'm not settled. I don't have my own place. I'm in and out of hotels. Like, it's it's just crazy. Like, my baby girl's gonna be here, and having that thought that I'm not settled, it also affects me and it drains me, because it's like I just feel like I'm failing her and she's not even here yet. You know, I'm just in a dark place right now. And I have to remind myself every day that, Ren, you're doing this for miracle. You're doing it for miracle. Like, cheer up. Like, even the amount of times I've pushed back my maternity shoot, my mental health is just not there for me to do a maternity shoot. So it's like, I'm supposed to do a maternity shoot today. I pushed it back because I can't do it. It's just hard. Honestly, it's hard. It's really hard. I just want to give birth, be the best mom that I can be, sort my shit out, be comfortable. Me and Miracle have a home with Winter. You know, just be stable. I feel like for me, stability is really important for me. And when I don't have stability, I just feel like I'm just failing myself, you know, and that's something that I don't like feeling like I'm doing, because it's a big effect. But guys, pregnancy is not easy. And one thing I would say is, please do not rush to have a child. Please wait, live your life, have so much fun. You know, the world's your oyster. You know, just enjoy your life, enjoy the moments of your teenage life, your adult life. And when you feel like it's your time to bring a child into this world, then do what you have to do. But I would tell people not to rush it. And if you are pregnant and you're doing it alone, you are a superwoman. I just want to let you know that you are a superwoman, because listen, I'm pregnant doing it, and I'm literally feeling like I'm struggling. I'm literally like going through the stages of like experiencing pregnancy, honestly. And just make sure you have a great support system, somebody there to help you with a lot of things, because you're going to need a lot of help. Somebody there that's able to like lift you up when you're feeling down and feeling sad and depressed. It's really needed. Even if somebody reminds you that you are actually very beautiful, even though you might not feel it, but someone that just can just remind you, it really does help. So this is my experience of how I've been feeling in pregnancy, and like how stressful it is, and being a high risk pregnancy, the amount of times you got to go and see your midwife, the amount of appointments you have to do. It's a lot. Like, it's a lot. It's life changing. Do you know what I mean? So I'm excited to be a mom. I'm happy to be a mom. I'm grateful that God gave me this opportunity to be a mother. But at the same time, it's
If you see the orbs flying around her as she's talking, there's little orbs flying around her, like real small orbs, real small, it's real tiny ones, but they're flying around her. She's blessed. She's going to be okay. She is going to be okay. I know for a fact. So, whether she believes in God, the universe, and everything else that is right, she's going to be okay. She's going to be okay, right? I guarantee. And the fact that she's thinking, okay, after I have this one, I'm not going to rush to have another one. I'm going to just try and get myself together. See, that's big. That's real thinking there. And yes, big up to the single mothers who are doing this by themselves, because it is no way an easy task raising a child by yourself, whether you have a little boy or a little girl. It is being a parent is one of the hardest job on earth. It's one of the hardest and biggest job anybody can take on. Any, right? Whether you're in a couple relationship, a single relationship, however relationship, it is one of those ones, because children don't come with a handbook. They don't come with instructions, right? Right. Children are very unpredictable. There's a lot that can happen. There's a lot that, well, you know, like there's children that come with autism, all sorts of stuff as well. So you have those parents who have to deal with all that and extra, right? And it's no way the easiest. Now, Passion Lisa said some key things yesterday. She said that how especially a family of when they know the mother's expecting and the children is waiting for that child to come true. Now if the mother miscarries as well, like as Miss Fabulous said, a high risk pregnancy. If she miscarries or whatever, now the mother has to explain to the children, well, whatever, there's the baby's not coming and all this. And I feel that was a very deep conversation as well to look at. And I feel that when women have losses and they have places that they can have pictures and things representing the child, giving them a name and all that, I think that's real big, what I mean, for anybody that's going through certain stuff. I feel at one time I might have been a high risk pregnancy, maybe kind of, but not to this level, to what she's explaining. So when people explain certain things and I hear what they're saying, so that's why I said, that's why I'm putting in Passion Lisa's little bit, what she was explaining about, especially when you have children. Hold on, let me let it play.
It has a toll on you. And I'm starting to realize that I'm always tired. always wanting to sleep. I find myself like being sociable for like an hour and then I just want to shut down from the world and go and have a nap. So I find myself doing that a lot of the time. But honestly, guys, cannot wait to just give birth and just get myself back together and enjoy my life with my daughter and, find myself again, because in the midst of it all, I've kind of lost myself, especially because I've been dealing with so much shit in this pregnancy. I really felt like this pregnancy was going to be the best pregnancy and I was never going to have to deal with stress. But it's like
So this pregnancy is challenging her. It's a challenge. But at the end of the challenge, right, you're gonna get a reward. You see what I'm saying? So as much as she looks how she looks now, and I don't want nobody coming into the comments talking about how she looks, okay? Because I think this is the time when she's carrying a miracle, right? And some women do feel like this, and they do sometimes don't look the best, and they sometimes have these moments. So any disrespect when this live is dropped, I personally is gonna block you. Me personally, right. So it's real what she's saying, and I'm feeling every word she's saying, and yeah, I mean, I think she does talk about the other parts of it as well, but I think she did cover the miscarriage, the ectopic pregnancy. But let me see, she's going to talk about the miscarriage as well.
Minute I got to deal with something. Every minute, like things just come at me so fast, and I've got to deal with it. So in this pregnancy, it's been very hard. It's been very difficult. But you know what? I give thanks to the Most High, because nevertheless, He made me a mom. He made me a mom, and there's no situation that God can't fix. Do you know what I mean? So I just give my problems to Him. I lay my problems on the table and I tell Him my problems and I give it to Him, and and He puts it in His hands and He works on it for me. So guys, there's other things that have been affecting my mental health, but I feel like I'm going to speak about that in a whole separate video. Because like I just don't feel like I want to talk about it in this pregnancy video, because it has more to do with family and stuff. So like in my life update video and stuff like that, like I will talk about it a bit more. But depression in pregnancy is real, and I want people to actually pay attention. Like I want people that understand that depression in pregnancy is a real thing. And we do tend to get depressed before the baby arrives, and then it's like when baby comes, postpartum depressions hit us even worse. So it's like, I don't want to face that. I don't want to go through that. So I really hope that doesn't hit me, because bloody hell blind me, I don't know what I would do. But right now I'm going through pre-pregnancy depression right now, and it's a lot for me. But like I said, I just give it to God. I've reached out to my prenatal team for support and help, because I really do feel like I need help. And I accept that about myself. Like, I'm happy that I'm able to say that, Renee, you need help. I'm happy that I'm able to acknowledge and to own up to the fact that I actually do need help. Like, my mental health is so low right now. I have zero energy, like, you can't even get a smile out of me or anything right now because of how depressed I am. But if you're watching this and you are a mum, I'm praying for you. If you're going through it on your own with no support, you're very strong. I'm praying for you. If you have a great support system behind you, be very appreciative of those people. Everything's going to be okay. Take one step at a time. Stay prayed up. Keep God close. And I'm wishing everybody a safe delivery that's watching this video that's pregnant. If you're expecting mom, congratulations. Safe delivery when it comes. If you already had your baby, remember, you're not perfect. Be easy on yourself and don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you already have kids and you're a good mom, big up you. You should be very proud. Guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm feeling sad. Like, I just want to go lay down and go sleep. I'm really tired right now. So I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope that's everything that I covered. Let me know in the comment section if you guys ever went through this in pregnancy, and how did you overcome this feeling. Yeah, let me know. It'll be nice to speak to some of you mums in the comment section. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.
My phone always goes off at weird moments. Anyways, I am going to move to one of her where is it? Why is it in Chinese? Is this going in Chinese? What the heck? Hold on. Let me see. I could find a thing. Why is it in Chinese? The thing's in Chinese. I must have changed the language and not realize. Right, so this is her end result, right? She's made it as a mom. She's made it as a mom. She's done it. And she's got her baby miracle. As this is playing, I'm going to play. Hold on. Okay, so I'll see you in the next one. Take care. I know they're going to let me take out that song, but I thought I'd put it in anyways. Even if you don't see Renee's video of her holding the baby, but congratulations to her on having baby miracle. Okay, and I'm going to leave it right there, and I'll see you in the next one.